Yesterday, Vaughn called you the best left tackle in football. When you hear that, how does it make you feel?
Hey, man, I take the compliment. I got a long way to go. I love Vaughn dearly. We work hard together. Um, but, I feel like I'm on the right track. I had a great season last year, but that's last year. I got to do it again this year. Everyone's doubted me my whole career, so I'm going to let the doubters doubt. I'm just going to do my job, and I'm just going to put it on paper and let everyone else decide who the best is.
When you're a trainee this summer, what did you want to tighten up? What you
I just want to continue to do what I'm doing. Last year worked for me. I did exactly the same program. Took sets with my wife, worked out hard in California, spent time with my family, got away from the building, and that's what works for me. So when I dedicate my life to my family, and football takes care of itself.
You also trained with Calvin Anderson, and he kind of jumped out to us today. What makes you think Calvin's on that verge of getting to that next step in his career?
Calvin's on that step. I love Calvin dearly. He's like my little brother, like I said. He lived with me all last year. We trained together. We talk all the time. We text all the time. We watch film all the time. So he has it, and it's up to him. So if he wants that job, he's going to go out and get it. And so I'm excited for him. He brings brings a whole strong side to that right side. So we're really looking forward to seeing his improvement every day as we talk. We're like big brother, little brother. So I love that relationship, and I'm grateful he's here.
Garett, you just said let the doubters doubt. You were second team All-Pro last year. Is it time to lose the chip on your shoulder, or you just want to keep this through because you've proven you can play?
Man, there's still media out there that talks a lot of stuff. So, it is what it is. I love you all, man, but I'm still going to have my chip on my shoulder. If I don't, then I'm going to lose that edge. And so, there's still names that people put above me, and I keep that in the back of my head and let that fire continue to burn. So if they want to put those guys ahead of me, go ahead. But stats don't lie.
Do you listen to the media?
Say it again, Mike.
How did that one offense play today? What did you think?
Good. I feel like, just dusting the rust off for sure. But I felt like the quarterbacks did what they needed to do. Drew and Teddy, they're battling out there. The offensive line played well. It's nice being with Dalton and, having that connection that we've had for the last 3 years. Being in the offense the second time of the year is huge for us, that we can just focus on the little things and fix the little things that we did last year. So we're off to a great start. Grateful that we had a good day today. Just looking forward to stacking the days together.
The first 4 years, first day of camp, are you still learning the offense a little bit as opposed to now where you can hit the ground running?
Well, man, every year I had a new offensive coordinator, so I had to learn a new offense every year. So this year it feels really good. Just I'm not thinking as much. Last year I picked up the offense really well, but like every year the offense is pretty much the same. It's just different terminology, different words that you have to get used to, and that takes some time. It's an offense. We go together. Every day we get better and better. We don't just come out like a defense where you can put superstars together and they can just battle and you can get the ball done. Offense, it takes time to work out the kinks and get things going. So as we do that every single day, especially with the quarterback battle, we got to work together. The offensive line got to work together, and we just got to go one day at a time. We got to make throws. We got to focus on the little things and not let big things happen.
What are your early impressions of Bobby Massey when he can bring to the table?
Bobby's a great player. He's a vet for sure. 10-year player. I know him because me and Mitch Trubisky are good friends from Chicago. So I talked to him a little when he got here and just heard all the great things about him. But he's going to bring that nasty edge to that right side as well. He's a vet for a reason. He has the talent. He has the ability to play, and he just needs to get in the offense and get comfortable with it. So, like I said, we got Calvin, we got Bobby. We got Cameron, we got a lot of good dudes. We got depth, which is really nice when we got depth behind these positions so that, when some guy goes down, it's the next man up. And that's just how we roll in that room.
George Payton said yesterday this line is going to be more physical this year. Do you believe that? And can this team have a running identity, and starting with those guys up front?
Oh, for sure. Like I said, with me, Dalton, Cush, Graham, we've all been together for, last year. Me and Dalton's been together for 3 years. Cush did a phenomenal job last year as a rookie. He's going to come in and feels more confident with the offense. Graham the same way when he came in last year, worked out the kinks. And so it really starts with us four. And whoever takes that right tackle job, I know we're going to speed them up the pace and get them rolling. But we are nasty. We want to be nasty. We want to show our identity. We want to come off the ball and knock people in the mouth and put them in the dirt and drive off the ball and let our backs hit the hole, let our quarterbacks feel comfortable out there and hit the receivers. So I'm really looking forward to it. But, it starts with me. It starts with Dalton. Goes from left to right. And we just got to continue to roll each day. I'm going to try to be the best person I can be, show people the way, show people the ropes, and just do everything I can. So really looking forward to this season. I feel like we're on a great start. And you guys are going to let the show begin.
He's not right next to you, but what do you think of how Lloyd has progressed from last year to this year?
I love Lloyd. I think, like I said, he's a great leader up front. You know, he leads our offense. He calls out the plays. I feel like he's very vocal this year, which is, you know, a huge plus. Last year, I think he was thinking and getting used to the NFL. This year, I think he's just settling down and calling out good calls. You know, started in mini camp to now. And like I said, he's a great guy. I love him dearly. We talk all the time. He's a quiet guy, so I'm trying to get him, you know, loosen up a little bit. And, you know, he put on some weight this year and some muscle mass, so he looks good. And, you know, he's going to lead us as far as we want to go.
For a young player, you kind of said that you're thinking and then you're playing. How long does it take a guy to kind of overcome thinking too much and then just reacting and playing based on kind of your experience?
You know, the NFL is the game of, you know, mistakes. It's the game of, you know, you got to work on the little things every single day. You know, you can't just come out here and be an all-star. It doesn't work like that. Everyone has a little bit of growing pains. Everyone has some growing rooms. You know, it took me about 3 years to get really comfortable in my position. You know, from college to the NFL is completely different. The guys are faster. The guys are smarter. It's more of a technical game. It's not, you can't just go off your athletic ability and think you're going to get it. You got to use your athletic ability plus the technique that you learn. I think Coach Munchak does a phenomenal job with that, of teaching us the things that we need to learn. And so that's what it is. It's a technical game. And, you know, it's more sexy to stay in front of your man than it is put a man in the dirt. That's just the nature of the business. And so as we do that, we stay in front, we knock people around, we use our hands, we use our feet, we use our eyes. You know, we're pretty unstoppable when we do that. So the more that we do that, the better that our quarterbacks feel, our running backs feel, our receivers feel, and that we can move the ball and go score points and win games.
Last one, Brandon. Here, how's your son doing health-wise? How's everything going there?
Good. I appreciate you asking. Kingston doing phenomenal. He's learning a lot of words. We're continuing to work on the 3 words like I told you last time. Trying to raise as much awareness as possible. You know, our practice of speech is every day you learn. Some days are better than others. You know, we start with a speech therapist in Castle Rock in the next couple of weeks. He starts school, so everything's good, man. I love that little man. You know, I'm like, that's my little buddy. So we hang out all the time and shoot the shoot and play hoops all the time, play games, whatever. We always battle it. You know, we either punching each other or wrestling or doing something. So it's fun. I love being a dad.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Garett.
Yep.